Hello everyone, it's Tonton from State 948. Today I want to make a video and a guide, kind of, about, it's Monday, SVS is starting, new event cycle are starting, so I just want to go through that together basically. Show you what I do in the morning, the first things, what I don't, and things I delay, or either I don't do them or I delay them. So far I've nearly done nothing. I just connected to the game, recording the video first thing in the morning. The only thing I've done is I collected my exploration. I donated for technology to get a few extra points. I refresh my auto join. So that's settled, right? I can collect some rewards here for my alliance. So I'll basically remove all the red dots. But as I remove the red dots, I'll kind of explain to you what I do. So here I care for VIP points, maybe teleports if they are very cheap, research speedups, okay, I can skip them, often they are not good. Then this week, I usually care at the one at the top, right? I buy transfer pass, and I suggest everyone does. You never know how your state's gonna go, which whale is gonna leave, stop the game, if your state is gonna be good, these things evolve. A lot of people do not transfer, and that's okay. But I will highly encourage everyone to get always enough transfer pass to be able to transfer if you need to. So you don't get stuck for months on a state or consider quitting the game because your states went wrong. There are many reasons, right? Your whales can stop playing. Alliance can stop working together. You can integrate another alliance or another whale from another state, and then it can go pretty bad and then turn into a war state. Things go wrong sometimes. So I'll suggest to get, not even if you don't plan to have enough passes, 15, 20 passes, and then after that you can focus on buying pet stuff. So I focus first on buying the chest. That's what's kind of giving me most troubles to progress as free-to-play. I don't spend on pets. I'm free-to-play on pets. I spend in other areas. So I buy the advanced material chest, which I usually take the serums 95% of the time, and then at the end of the week, if I have enough points, I might take some of that. But I'll take some teleports, I'll take transfer pass every week, then I'll take the chest. So you have what's needed. So that's it for kind of the alliance area. So, removing the red dots. I'll do it only today, removing the red dots. I want to do these videos for 4 weeks. So every day, I'll cover what are the current events. Most events are on a 4-week schedule in that game. So SVS 4 weeks, King of Icefield 4 weeks, All of Chief 2 to 4 weeks, Alliance Mobilization 4 weeks, Alliance Championships every week. I'll cover try most days. I can guarantee that for 4 weeks I can do first thing in the morning when I jump on the computer. I can do a video of Whiteout Survival. It might not always be the case, but I want to cover what I do. So I'm removing red dots, so you know that. So, I won't do that every morning. It's going to be boring. But usually, what I do to be efficient, right? That's my main account. That's my main city. So I care to be efficient. So every time I use stamina, I'll use Gina. Why Gina? If you ask me, you should know that, right? But Gina gives 20% stamina cost down, right? So a Polar Terror is 20 instead of 25, and a Beast is 8 instead of 10. So all I do is always with Gina. Like I said in another video, I put Wallis Bokan because you can see they both have march speeds in their skills. So it's 18 seconds to attack to go to the Beast. If I don't, it's 32. So from 32 I go to 18, so it's a lot easier to use, always Gina if I do that. In my farm, I just send all my matches to kill, to do intel mission. I don't care about saving 20 stamina per day, but if you use Gina every time, you're gonna save, 30, 40 stamina per day, which is 1 or 2 extra polars per day, which is a bit of hero shards, a bit of alloy for hero gear, things like that. So because I'm making a video, I have 2 batches of Intel mission to do. Usually I do them before, you know, the seconds appear. So I have the one from midnight reset and I got the one from 8 a.m. UTC. So I got a lot of Intel mission to do. Usually, you know, I have only one to do at a time. But something I did not do and you can consider doing, but you have to do them sooner, right? Because otherwise they would have disappeared. So your Intel missions, how it works. You get the last 2 batches available. So I have the one from midnight and I got the one from 8 UTC. I could have kept, to get, you know, extra shards here for that event, I could have kept the one from yesterday. But it meant that I had to do before 8 UTC, AM UTC today. I should have done the one from yesterday from 4 p.m. UTC. So I could have kept the one from 4 p.m. UTC to have extra mission to get extra crystal cores, crystallite cores. Many states do that, many people do that. That's a good kind of thing to do. You need a bit of planning and you need to do them before 8 UTC because I was planning to do the video and I had things to do in the morning before I record. I could not do that and there was no point for me, but you could keep them from the day before basically. So that's I'll do as I speak, you know, I'll go through them slowly. You know how to do that, but you have to do Intel mission every day. The weaker one even, because if I look at the blue one, right, giving you 2 shards, plus 1 fire crystal because it's a beast, plus some XP, plus some books. So I don't need all of that. XP I need for the next generation, shards I will need to Tundra trading station to exchange to buy what I want, books the same, fire crystal I need, and crystal core I need. So even if they are blue and they kind of look like bad rewards, they are still interesting. So see, as soon as Gina is back, I'm sending her. So what do you want to buy in the Flaming Fang? You get only to buy refined fire crystals if you are building the fire crystal 6 to 8. So most people don't have that. If you have these, you have to buy them. They are very important. Then you buy fire crystal. These are the main 2 important. Then I'll go for speed ups. I'll go for research and training speed ups first and then building last. But if you do the full event, you can buy all. Before you get these refined fire crystal, you can buy all. So you can buy fire crystal, 3 speed ups, XP, and you can buy some of the resources. When the refined fire crystal are appearing, you don't have enough to buy all, so you will buy fire crystal, refined, speed ups, and I will suggest a bit of XP in most cases. So that's very simple event. You just have to do, you know, your Intel mission. So you kill the orange dude. So I need to pop my pets. So something I do as well when I woke up, I pop my pets, 24-hour cooldown or 23, so you can do them every day. So, you know, you pop your pets. Okay, pretty simple. So right now I'm really focusing on like simple stuff I do daily. So I'll raid in the labyrinths. I don't do my attacks. That's very important because you see it's hero gear, hero exclusive gear token. So it's SVS, I might spend some of that, which is unlikely, but I might. And particularly there is the bear later today for us, so I will get, you know, I'll be able to improve some of my equipment, right? I might get to level 31 today here. So, you know, it's not much, but I'll get a tiny bit stronger potentially today. So I keep labyrinth for the end of the day every day. So that's a routine I have. I never do it in the morning. So I keep it for later. If I would do it, I just want to show you how I would. So I mentioned that briefly in a video. Like, you want your first march to be 60, 10, 30. And I will explain why. Then you want your second march to be... That's what worked the best for me by far. And you want your second and third march to be 40, 20, 40. So these 2 marches, the one number 2 and 3, you want them to damage the opponent. So you want them to remove their infantry. So when you basically you see the difference of power, right, between my marches. This one is so much stronger. This one is decent. This one is super weak. So I just want these 2 marches to do some damage and to remove some of their infantry. That's why I want 40% marksman, a bit of lancer, so it will just damage some of the marches of the opponent, and this one can lose less troops and kill them, finish them off. That's why I want 60% infantry, because in the game, if you don't have infantry anymore to tank for your troops, your lancers and your marksmen will die in a second, right? So you always need infantry to tank. So that's why you want 60 on this one to be very tanky and to be able to do multiple matches in one go. And then this one, you just want them to do damage. And that sounds a bit weird, and I'm maybe not explaining it very well, but you will see that if you use 60, 10, 30, and 40, 20, 40, 40, 20, 40, it will work a lot better. For me, I could squeeze like nearly 10 more levels doing that compared to where I was. So that's okay. So Labyrinth, I keep for later. Here, Stereo House, I'm collecting, as much as I can. I'll go back to some, from time to time I'm going back from an intel mission, so you have to kind of go back and forth, start to do stuff, then go back, then, I'll collect my troops. So I'll talk quickly about training troops. If you are like me, late, I'm nearly, I'm 363 million power, I'm nearly generation 6. If you look at troops, I got nearly 2.8 million. So you can see I nearly got 1 million of infantry. I got 800 of lancers. You never lose lancers. Lancers never die in battles. If you look at report, lancers never die. What troops are injured the most and what troops are killed the most is infantry first, then marksman, then lancers. But lancers you will lose very little. So lancers, for me, I just train max level lancers. And I'll put something, that will finish, before I go to bed, so I can start again a full batch later. So I'll do 900, so it's 10 hours. So for me, it will be like a bit before 8 p.m. in the evening. So before 8 p.m., I can send a batch before I go to bed. Marksman, now I'm doing that as well. I'm training max level because if you look at my troops, I got nearly 1 million, and that's enough to do 7 like bear. It will be a lot of information today, so stay with me. Bear, you will do the most damage using 10% infantry, 10 to 20% lancers, and 70 to 80% marksmen. So you need 700k, 800k lancers to be able to complete your own march that way, plus sending 6 to other players. So you need 700, 800k at least. For me, I got 1 million, so I don't care anymore. But if I was not having 1 million, I will train level 5 during the day. So every 4 hours, I'll go online and I'll train level 5. Because level 5 is the best troops to promote during training day is in Sunfire or King of Icefield or Olaf Chief. So that's the point you get for training, but you get point for promoting. And level 5, I won't go into the math today, but you can either promote level 9 or level 5, basically. So if I was below 700 or 800k, I'll do that. I'll train max level lancers because I don't want to have to use speed ups on lancers during big events like King of Icefield and All of Chiefs and SVS prep. And I want to use a lot of speed up on infantry because I'll lose a lot of them will die, and a bit on marksmen. So I'll train like that. If I was like a generation 1, 2, 3, even 4, I was still doing that. Nowadays, I got enough marksmen, so I don't care as well. I just train a bit of marksmen because it's just, I will make more point in SVS or another event if I will promote T5 troops, right, on all camps. Because I cannot train enough on just one camp to spend all my speed ups on promoting. But I don't need these troops. And I fight a lot during SVS, attacking other cities, so I lose a lot of infantry. I have 1 million troops, so I'll lose 10%. So I'll basically put all my infantry. I'll use all my infantry. So I need to train 100k of infantry, between each SVS to be able to maintain my 1 million troop. So right now I'm training like that. If I was in an older states, newer states, I'll train some infantry level 5 as well, and I'll try to go in game, every 4 hours. So of course, take your keys, then go back to, So that's how you think about training. You want to achieve that 700-800k marksman. Lancers, you don't care. You will have enough. They never die. And then infantry, you spend a lot of speed up on infantry. Then I'll send my pets. Doesn't matter. Some people ask me, is it better to send certain pets on certain missions? They don't give you more chance to get anything. If you can see, like, the chance of getting an elite treasure you shared with your alliance is based on the level of the mission. So 10% on this one, 5% on the blue ones, 10% on the purple, and 40% on the red one. So if you're in an active alliance, there should be enough chests. So that's for pets. Always check if there are some levels to do. So that's my pets. Then if you unlock War Academy, you can exchange every day. What you need to think of is, like, it costs 100k, right? It's 5k to convert, 5k of steel to convert for fire crystal, so you can get 20 for free. So I got most of the time, but if you do it every day for too long, you will run out of steel. So for me, I always keep 1 million of steel because that's enough. If I use training speed ups on research speed up on research here, or if I do some research here. And I don't use speed ups on fire tech basically, because the limiting you don't have enough speed ups to complete all these research. Like, see the amount I have left. As I'm playing the game for a year. I never bought research speed up with real money, but I spend all my general speed up in there, and you can see there are still plenty of research to do. Some of them are maxed, but there are still plenty, and these will finish at 60, 50, 80 days. So even if it looks like there are a few, I have a few years of research to do still. So you never have enough research speed up if you're not a big spender. So it's better to use your research speed up in the regular tech. And that you basically slowly work toward, for fire crystal, you slowly work toward one troop. So for me, I decided to work toward Helios. So I'm slowly maxing. So I'm maxing because it's infantry. I'm slowly working toward Helios infantry. All these troops are Helios troops, basically. So that's T11. So I'm slowly working, because it's infantry, I went for deployment capacity, and I did deployment capacity for all types, because I will have more troops out for Crazy Joe, so I make more points. I'll have more troops when I join Bear in rallies in SVS. I have basically more troops. And for infantry and marksmen, lancers and marksmen, I basically improve a tiny bit of lethality, so very cheap research, and a tiny bit of health. Else you could skip. Technically you could skip, but sometimes I use these research to finish an event. Like I need 20k points to finish a officer project or armament competition, or to unlock all the events. So I use these small researches to make a tiny bit of point. But all my investments towards are going there, and I took the defensive path at the bottom, so more health, more defense, and now I'm doing the offensive because I have no choice. So lethality first and then attack. Then I'll do the rally capacity, and then I will unlock Helios troops in a few months, and then I'll do a few levels of reducing healing speed, reducing training speed, and reducing that's cost. Yeah, cost of healing and time of healing. So I'll improve a bit of that, but particularly training. And then I'll work toward lancers or marksmen. Many guides tell you to work toward marksmen. Right now, some older states, they use, in rallies, they use 60 infantry, 40% lancers, because lancer zeros at the end, like generation 6, 7, 8, they are better, even generation 5. So people start to not use marksmen as much. So I might go lancers to join rallies in my alliance and be more effective after. But that's a slow process. I rarely transmute real fire crystal for fire crystal shards. You want to go slowly, improve slowly, and then when you get really close to Helios, like you are missing 2 or 3k fire crystals, you can push for it. But I wouldn't suggest to use your research speed, and you can see this one costs 50 days, so you will have to use a lot of research speed if you unlock. And it costs a lot to train, so Helios are really for big spenders, or a lot later for For low spender like me or for free to play, you will get them a lot later in the game, and that's okay because they cost so much to heal, so much to train. You want to basically not rush toward them. It's a lot better to go for Fire Crystal 6, 7, 8 when you are Fire Crystal 5. These unlock Fire Crystal 5. You can get T11 when you are Fire Crystal 5. And it's a lot better to go towards Fire Crystal 6, 7, 8 than going towards Helios. And I'll explain one in a video focused on that. So we keep going for the day. And every time I'm clicking on something, I'll try to explain what I do. So crystal, crystal, how do you call it? Laboratory. So that's, you get two things there. At the top, you get exchanging resources for fire crystals. So yeah, that you should do all every day. You start with 5 exchange per day, then 6, then 7, then 8. I think like older state got 9. So it's got 50k of each to get fire crystals. So that's a no-brainer. You should do it all the time. You should never think about it too much. That's pretty simple. Every day you have to do that. The way it works for refining fire crystals, so you will get that option when you unlock fire crystal 6 in your states. So, it's between generation 5 and 6, basically, closer to generation 6. So you can see that because it's the first refinement of the day, I got a 50% discount. And you can see that if I refine 10 fire crystal, I get between 1 and 3 refined fire crystals. It doesn't show the percentage, okay. Yeah, it shows, right? So I got 65% chance. I'll do a very quick kind of explanation, and I'll need to do a video specifically on that to explain to you everything. But if I press, so first time of the day it costs 50% less, right? Now it costs 20, and I get 65% chance to get 1, 25% to get 2, 10% to get 3. So because there is a discount on the first time of the day every day, you want to achieve certain tier. If you look at here, it says weekly super refinement 1. And if you look at here, it's a chance to obtain between super refinement 1 and 20. Then 21 to 40. Then 41 to 60. Then 61. So there is different levels. So if I refine, so I'm 2, 3, 4, 5. So my super refinement goes up, right? So I don't pay attention if I'm lucky, but see what happens when I reach level 20. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. So it's still costing 20. But as soon as I press and I achieve level 20, then I go to the next tier. So 85%, 15 to get 2, and 15% to get 3. So what you want to do, because we are Monday, is you want to achieve the tier that you want for the week. So either you refine only 1 and you get the discount on 20 every day. So it's gonna cost you 10 every day to get between 1 and 3, or you achieve the second tier. It's gonna cost you by default 50, but because you will get 50% every day, it's gonna cost you 25 fire crystal, and you'll get 2 to 3. And that's if you're free to play. Most weeks you want to refine once a day. And some weeks, when you have a lot of fire crystal and you are missing, like these refined fire crystal, they are used to improve buildings. So if I go here, you see that to improve a building, I need 50 fire crystal and 2 refined fire crystals. So for example, if you are max fire crystal 5 and you want to go max fire crystal 8, you need 800 of these. So you will need like 10k of fire crystals and 800 of these, but in total it will cost you to get 800, it goes you 25k in average. So that's 35k in average to go from fire crystal 5 to fire crystal 8. It's 35k fire crystals. So you will need to refine. So the free-to-play strategy is simply to refine once a day, every day. You don't have to think too much. And when you accumulated a lot of fire crystals, then maybe 1 week you refine 20 times on Monday to unlock the next tier. And then you refine once a day for 25 fire crystals. if you're a medium spender or low spender and you buy fire crystals, what you want to do is the best fire crystal per, refined fire crystal per fire crystal spent is between 21 and 40 or 41 and 60. If you go for the other ones, like if you calculate the percentages, and I have that on a spreadsheet somewhere, these you get less super fire crystals. These are only for weld that want to be fire crystal 8 super quickly. So for low spenders, medium spender, you want to stay in between these. So for me, most week I refine 20 times. I take the slow, see I got 8,000. I could refine a lot more and I could go to fire crystal 7 a lot faster, and I'll talk to you why I don't do that in the SVS part of that video. So I refine 20 every day. I unlock the level, the tier of 50 fire crystal, then I refine once a day. Some weeks when I really if I need to get more refined fire crystal because I want to push, for example, let's say this SVS I wanted to push, I am one camp that's level 5, so I need to go to level 6. I got that's level 5, then I want to do my command center, then I want to do my furnace to level 7. I don't have enough refined fire crystal, so I could go to tier 4, to 40 super refinement, so I could get it will cost me, I think, it's 100 per day, so it will cost me 50 per day, and I'll get these chances, which is the best one, I think. That's why you get the most refined fire crystal for your fire crystal spent. But I take the slow road. I go very gently. I don't want to waste my fire crystal, so I really go slow. I'm not, I could be a lot stronger now, but my aim is to rank in SVS preparation in generation 6, so the next one in 1 month. So I'll have to accumulate a lot of things to be able to do that, because I don't spend enough money to be able to rank just with money I spend between 2 events. So I need to accumulate for 3 months. So if you look at my bags, I did not spend for the last 2 months nearly. So I accumulated 40 days of speed ups that I will use on research, so that's 55 days. I have 85 days of training. I'll get above 100 days before next SVS. I got constriction speed up. So this SVS, I'll go very gentle, unless it's a very close match, with our opponent on the last day and I need to help my state to win. But if my state do not need me this time, I will try to push next time to get rewards. And I'll show you, if you go to SVS, if you go at individual ranking, you get 400 shards. So my aim is to be at least number 3, which is very hard to do as a free-to-play on SVS. Like if I was not on the SVS focus states, I will push on King of Icefield and I will win number 1 King of Icefield, nearly guaranteed with what I have in my bags. In SVS, man, it's so tough. The whales are spending so much money, especially on a SVS focus state like mine. So I'll be between 5 and 3, very likely. If I'm 6, it's a catastrophe, because for me, I'm aiming to get 2 euros per generation. So I'm using see, in day 2, you have the wheel, where is it? The lucky wheel, and you can get 1 euro for the lucky wheel, which I max every generation. So to max a hero with the lucky wheel in a generation, you just need to spin 100 times per event. That's why you get the most reward, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But if you spin 120 times per SVS, King of Icefield, or Olaf Chief, you will get your hero to 5-star no matter what. That's okay, but you need to manage your gem to be able to spend 120 times every time. And for me, I go for the second hero every generation. That you get from Olaf Chief, hero of the season. So this time is Nora. But for that, you need to rank at least once you need to manage your general shards very well. You need to rank in alliance mobilization. You need to rank in many events that give shards. You need to play very well, and you need to rank here to get, like, 400 will be very comfortable, 300 will be manageable, 200 is still manageable. Below that, it gets really hard to max a hero. Maximum hero is 1060 shard, I think. So you see, if you get only 200, you have to do, to use every 800 of your shards that you get from somewhere else, like battle day, for example. You can get 100 shards, and for me, I'm rank 3 every time, often 1 or 2, at least rank 3. So I get, I rank once per generation here to get 400, ish, and then every time I'm battling to death until, I get in for fire crystal, for gems, and for shards. So I'm playing a lot on Saturday just to rank here. So I got a lot of shards that way. And that's allowing me to get 2 heroes per generation. Most people, if you are free to play, you will get 1, and you want to have the lucky wheel hero that you will get on Tuesday and Wednesday. You will be able to spin. And then every 2 or 3 generation, you will get a second hero. So you basically want to max out 1 hero, and you want to accumulate your mythic general hero shard to at least 600-700 to get to 4 stars plus 2 I don't know, you call it 4.2 stars, 4.3 stars per generation. That's what my suggestion. So you don't want to, if you look at my hero, Reina is level 1. I unlocked that. I think it was just because I needed some tiny points in a SVS or on an event. Usually I keep it to 0 shard. These I got because, after a while you get shards from previous generations. So I did not invest any general mythic shard. I got them for free here as well. So you see I have some heroes that are kind of low, that I kept low, and I did not invest anything. I just get things for free. And everything else I had to invest. So that's for heroes. What else I wanted to talk to you about? Let's go to SVS. I'll keep doing a few things. So see, I'm removing red dots a bit. So I'll talk about purchase. It's a new week. As you can see, that's a packs I'm buying every time. So now it's already purchased because I had to use it for Vision of Dawn. That's an event. Usually I buy this on day 7 if I don't need to, because there are some events that ask you get extra reward if you buy a pack, and it's a €1 pack, 1.20 euro pack, so $1 pack. So this one I buy every time because it's very good value. It gives you little, but it's €1, so what you won't expect much anyway. But I buy it as late as possible, or when an event give you extra reward for buying even a €1 pack, which I've done for Vision of Dawn a few days ago. I buy weekly benefit card every week as well. I never buy it on Monday or Tuesday or whichever days. I always wait Sunday, except if there is an event during the week that asks me to buy a pack. So I always delay my purchase. As you can see, packs I usually buy once a week, I buy them at the end of the week or during the week if there is an event, because I have a limited amount of money I can spend in that game. So if I buy the pack now, I'm greedy or I'm impatient. Then if I need to buy another pack during the week for an event I really want to, it will make me spend twice the money. So instead of spending twice the money, I'm patient. And then if there is an event like Christmas that's really good, then I'll spend a bit more consciously on an event that's really good, instead of running after all the events all the time, being like, oh, I need to buy a pack. I already bought my packs this week, so I need to buy another one. I don't need as much, or that's less value. So I'll try not to waste the little money I spend on the game, basically. So always delay your purchase. That's the bottom line. To at the end of the week, because you want to know if there is an event during the week that will be good. Like for example, right now, last year, early April, there was a 1-year anniversary event with a March skin that you need to spend, I think it's €60 worth of packs or €70 worth of packs to get the March skin. And often get these because there are a few packs I'm buying for that occasion, but that's how much I go, and I don't want to spend €40 before the event starts. For example, buying all the packs I buy every month or something like that, then having to spend an extra 60 to get the March skin, I will have wasted €40 basically, which is, for me, I don't want to waste that much on a video game. And I will have I will have to buy packs that are not as good. So I'll spend more money than I want, and I'll get packs that are not as good. So it's a double loss, right? So delay your purchase. Always delay your purchase as much as you can. I know it's tough, you know, if you spend, it's to get things now, to improve, to, you know, delay your purchase. So, you know, I need to send my gatherer when I do my Intel missions, for example, so little things like that. And we'll go to SVS in a minute. I still want to talk to you about Arena. I still want to talk to you about a few other things. It's going to be a long video, particularly because I have to remove all the red dots with you and to cover everything of today. There are a few more events actually I want to talk to you about. How to go about making minimum points. So see, we had officer projects. So officer project, I already done my points yesterday, but finishing tonight, it's a 2-day event. So how do I go about it? I go that, you know, you need 453,000. And I look at here, what can I do? So I know that usually these events, you need, because I've made the calculation, you know, all the time you need a bit below 80 08 essence stones. You need around 150 mythic shards. And I never use charms, like rarely use charms. I forgot about the widget, but basically I calculate, right? I'm like, it's 453,000 divided by widgets is 12,000. So I need 40 widgets, or 77 or 80 essence stone, or 150 mythic hero shards. So I know that from the top of my head now. I remember that all the time. So if I have 40 widgets, I use 40 widgets. If I have, so for what I've done yesterday, I've done hero gear, right? I always try to get some PCs that are level 7 on my top 3 heroes. So when I master forge it, it's costing me 80 and I need 77 to finish that event. So yesterday I did 1 level of that. So I complete the event effectively. Like I'm tiny bit over, but that's acceptable. That's 30k point over. I'm not spending too much and I get some good rewards. So that's how you go about it. So you have to calculate how much is it, you know. I'll just calculate the hero shard for you. So that's 149 mythic hero shards. So the purple ones. So, you know, for me, like sometime where I'm at, it's like, it means using 200s, you know. For some heroes, it's like, you have to do 2 little stars there. So it's 200, so it's you waste quite a bit with the hero shard. That's why I try to go with essence stones. So that's for today's event. Mercenary Prestige, I made a video about it, but you basically want, you know, I helped 5 other players to kill these troops. So I got 10 horns. You can get 10 horns maximum to ask for help. So after level 40, I use my 10 horns. So I'm asking for help every level, so other people can rally, which means we get, as I explained in Saturday's video, we get some of these chests, plus, you know, joining rally rewards, so we overall get a bit more rewards for everyone. So, you know, I collect my online rewards and we'll go to SVS in a minute. So I collect my island. Oh, I'm lagging. So it's Monday, you get a free, at some point you get a free general accessory construction contract, which you use to improve your lighthouse, you know. You can exchange these for 10 of these. Can be exchanged from one blueprint, 1 level of blueprint, and now I need 8, you know, so it's gonna take slow. So if you want to collect your 600 rewards, you can go that way. That's the fastest way. You check the little red dot. So little tricks, you know, it goes quick that way, and you help players that care the most about the island because you go from top to bottom. Now, I won't go into the island, what building to upgrade and which order, it's gonna take too much time. So SVS. So it's Monday. We know that the state we are facing is having internal issues. At least that's what we've gathered from different people. So our state work together. Our state work very well together. We are SVS focused. So many people are saving for SVS. We are organized with titles. So we collect amount of speed ups, amount of fire crystals days before the SVS battle, and we give slots to people that have the most. And so we usually win preparation phase quite easily, and so far we have a good stretch. So for me, like I told you, I don't want to invest a lot in that one. I want to wait for generation 6. So I want to go very strong on the next one. That's why you saw my speed ups, you saw my fire crystal. I have a lot, I'm accumulating. You might have seen my mythic shard. I have a lot, so I'll buy a full hero in generation 7 probably. You saw my essence stones. You saw my mithril. So I'm accumulating my charms, like everything basically. If you look at here, if you look at hero gear, see, like I have 2 months saved of these. That's me saving 2 months of events. Same with charm. I've been saving for 2 months. So I could do, I could do 5, 6 charms, depending. It starts to be a bit, they start to be a bit expensive. I'll rush 1 charm to level 11. I'll explain to you why in the coming days, and like why I rushed that. Like basically, why do you want to rush 1 piece of gear to T2 3 stars? It's because if you go to hero gear, you unlock the exchange, and what happens is, like, early in the game you have too much polish and you have too much alloy and you are missing design, and you can see you can exchange polish and alloy for designs. So that's allowing you, by rushing 1 piece, unlocking the exchange, to unstuck yourself and to progress a lot faster, because you will be able to exchange what you have too much, these two, and you will be able to exchange it for design and get all the designs you need to improve the other piece. So you want to rush to 1 piece to T2 3 stars, and then you improve everything else. That's why everything else is lagging behind here. And they will do the same for charms when you reach generation 7. So when you have a charm level 11 in generation 7, so in 3 months for us from now, you will have a little button here to exchange what you have too much. And as you can see, I have far too much guides and not enough designs. And guides are really useful for charm level 10 and 11, and designs are really useful for the middle, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you lack designs right now, and then when you improve charms to 10 to 11, you will lack guides. So you will, for now, I'll be able to exchange my extra guides to designs, to level up all my charms faster, and then when it will be later in the game and I will have level 10 charm, which might never happen as a free. I don't spend money on charms as well, so it might never happen. I might be able to exchange designs for guides and then finish my charms. So you want 1 charms level 11 and 1 piece T2 gold 3 stars to exchange, to unlock the exchange. So back to SVS. So I don't want too much points at this time because I'm waiting for season 6. I'll push on the last day if I need to help my state to win. So far we are winning, but it's a big but. The opposite state is using research today and building tomorrow, and we are using building today and research tomorrow. So if we would lose today, it would mean that they are really, really strong. And I don't know how much, if they did charms or not. But if you look on their states, how do I know that? It says it there, right? State buff, schedule, prep week. Not every state do that, but some states, they announce it to everyone in their state, so they use the president. So research Monday, Tuesday construction, Thursday buff. So we are these two inverse, so we do construction today, research tomorrow. So we might win today, lose tomorrow, basically, kind of stuff. Yeah, and we'll see. So I might need to push a bit and to help my state. My goal for me is to get... So I'll actually cancel because I need to do it now and I want to do it on video. I want to get that camp to level 6. So I'll every day I'll make point with at least 1 upgrade of building. And we'll see if it gives me enough points. So I finished that. So now, you know, I'll do slowly my my mercenary prestige. I'm finished. So it's day 3, right? You remember what if you watched the other video, I told you that if you use 40 cans of stamina and you do Intel mission and prestige, which is what I've done, see, I'll complete today easily. I could have used 30 cans of stamina, 35. I'll complete easily today. That's what I've was explaining to you, and that's what happens on my other account as well. No problem. 40 cans of stamina, you get things sorted. So I'll aim to make minimum points. So you have 2 options. Either you calculate, like I said. So for example, you need 200 points. I'll use 50. He was saying for a camp upgrade is 4 and 90, right? So I know it will likely work from last SVS, but I'll calculate it because I think you should overall. So that's 2000 points multiplied by 90. It's already 180k, and so I need 2000. So that's 2000k. No, 200,000. Sorry. So I will get enough points, you know, with the 4, because refine is giving me 100. Oh, sorry, when I click, it's trying to give me to another building. So I'll get 300k points basically by improving the camp. What you usually want to do is you want to use double time. You want to use your pet. For me, I have so many speed ups. You even want to use a title that I don't need to save a bit of, you know, I'd rather use a bit more speed ups so my stats get more points basically. So I won't use this, but usually you want. So because always speed up your camp so you don't lose running times. So if you look now, it was enough. I told you it was 300k plus the speed up, so 350. So I got my points for today. I got all my rewards, and I'll do, you know, if you pay attention, you know, fire crystal give point tomorrow, fire crystal give point on Friday, I think. Yeah, so I'll finish my camp tomorrow, so I'll have T6 fire crystal 6, sorry, on all troops, and that's gonna work very well. So I'm trying to have my camps, you know, same time. So that's how I do it. If I wanted to go mad, you know, I would have asked for the title. So you want this one that's reducing construction cost by 10%. Then I will have pop my double time, pop my pets. I will have improved my embassy to level 6. I will have rushed probably my command center, and then I will have improved my furnace as much as I can. But you can see, like, you know, it's a lot, right? It's 75. So I did not, because I am taking it slowly with the refined fire crystals, I don't have enough to really push for fire crystal level set. If I wanted to push this time, I would have had to refine every week to the next year. So I will have to do it 20 more times, or using that one, you know, this one you choose, you know, you can say, okay, I want to refine 20 times. So you know it's gonna cost me, and it goes from 20 to 40 directly. But I like to see, you know, what I get every time. It's fun. So I would have been a lot more aggressive. So that's why you need to plan and understand how it works, right? You need, okay, for me, I knew I wanted to push in Gen 6. And if we had Gen 6 this month, like today, I would have still waited the next one because I was not ready. I need more. If I want to rank top 3 for sure, I need more training speed ups. I need more of everything because the whales, like, look, spenders, right? See, 32 million points today. Like, when I save for 3 months and I spend a bit of money as well, I do 75, 80, no, I do less. I do above 60 million points. 60, 65 last time. Often the first person is making 80 million points on day 5, right? On the overall ranking. And these people, and you know, some of the spenders did not spend yet, clearly, on our side at least. Our Rick is, so maybe, because he's already FC8, so maybe he will do more on other days, but Like that guy Rick is usually doing close to 80 million points on SVS every time. So I've been doing 2 SVS on that state. I've been there for 2 months. Farkad is one of our players as well. You know, he saved quite a bit for this SVS. So let's see. But often people finish with 80 million, 100 million. So if you want to rank top 3, you need to have at least 100 days of troop speed ups, if not more. See, I don't even have 100. You need a lot of shit. So I'm not ready. I'm not gonna push. I'm gonna keep everything. What I am not doing in the morning when I wake up, I'm not doing my labyrinth. I keep it for the end of the day in case I get upgrades. So I clear 1, 2, 3 more waves. I don't do arena. Why I don't do arena? See, like you are a guy like that, like this dude is 8.6 million. Is weak. Is really weak. Even that guy 7 million. Like 20, you are still weak. You know, this guy is strong. It's from Alliance, a patron. But compared to like top players, he's weak. So if I log in, I do my matches, I rank, then stronger player, when they climb, they will attack me and they will reduce my arena points. So I'll get lower points. So that's why you want to wait as late as you can. If possible, 5 minutes before reset. If not, for me, I go to bed. UTC, it's 21. It's 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. UTC, and it's reset at midnight UTC. So I'm going to bed 2-3 hours before reset. So, I'm usually, that's why I delay it. One of the last thing before I go to bed is what I do basically. I do that, as late as I can, and I kiss my wife good night, and then we go to sleep. But I still, I still do it before I kiss her good night. I'm not crazy about it either. But my point is you want to do it as late as possible, because otherwise people can make points on you if you are weaker. If you are the strongest player, it doesn't matter, right? If you're a big whale and you're the strongest in the neighborhood, but see people like have like 50 million power, 70 million power, right? So 40, there's a lot of people with 20 plus. So for me, I will wait. And Thursday, I'll buy all the attempts, because Thursday is very competitive. So I'll do them as late as possible, and Thursday I'll get all the attempts to get hopefully to top 50. Like I said in another video, top 50 is where you get good rewards. Top 100 is decent. I want at least top 100 and top 50 if I can, because if you get below top 100, you start to get a lot less rewards daily, and same with the season, right? So there are 2 days I buy all the attempts. It's day 1 because everyone is doing the same, so it's harder to rank. And then last day, if you look at yesterday, how did it go? Because I went to bed and I bought my my attempts, bought all the attempts, and I made my matches, and I finished 32. So it's decent. Some days, sometimes I'm finishing 50, 51, because everyone is pushing on the last day. So I'll suggest to buy more attempts day 1, more attempts last day, to do your attacks as late as possible. And in the middle of the week, there is no point for me to rank 1 like that, because I'll get at, you see, like the higher you get, you will get attacked more. So see, I did my points, right? It was, that's 20, yeah, that was 22 UTC, so 10 p.m. So I've done my points. So you see, I've done my 10 matches. So 11, 9, 9, 9, 6, 9, 6, 7, 4, 4, 5, etc. I done my 10 match, right? Then after that, I got attacked 1, 2. I got attacked 6 times, so I nearly lose 30 points. And I was like ranking in the top 20, right? I was not very high. So you see, the higher you rank, and people kick your ass. So you don't want to rank too high, because every extra attempt I buy make me rank higher, and then I'll just get more chance to get attacked by stronger players, and I'll lose. So basically, I buy 5 attempts day 1, 5 attempts day 7, so Sunday. And the other day I buy just 3, because it's cheap. It's a cheap amount of gem, and every time I'll do a battle. But every time you do a battle, so you can skip it that way, you get a bit of gear, XP. So it's, for 100 gems, for me, I prefer to have that 100 gems, for example. So, you know, I'll do the rest later, like I said. But it's still worth. So full attempts day one, full attempts last day. If you could do them just before resets, like you are in America, like you are in Asia, it's a bit easier, or you are in Europe like me, but you go to bed a bit later. It could be worse if you have a chance of, you know, getting in the top 10, for example. It could be, you know, I don't know. It's debatable, right? But it could be worth to buy all attempts every day, because you will be able to do them just before reset. That's something I will consider if I was able to. But I'm not. From where I live, I'm clearly not. So what else? I think that's about it, right? I don't register to Alliance championships. I woke up too late. I lost my Foundry buff. So if you do Foundry 19 UTC, if you wake up early or if you play at reset, you should register with your buffs. If not, you should register, like I said, with pets. Sorry, not that one. You should register with pets. So see, they're coming back in 6 hours. I will use them for bear and with one of the title. So you should at least do that. One of the title plus bear. Plus, if you use buff on Foundry and you do Foundry late in the day, then use buff for Foundry. And let me check any other event. Flame of Fang, we talk about it. Crazy Joe, I'll talk about it tomorrow. Nothing special on the calendar. Yeah, so that's what, nearly an hour we are on, so I guess that's it for today. It's a bit of a long video, but I'm trying, my intention, right, is to share with you what's on my mind and how do I play the game. Like, people have asked me to do a YouTube channel for a long time. I've been writing guys on Discord for over a year now. For all my alliances, I moved around quite a bit. I'm playing effectively. I'm a saver. I don't spend everything every time. As you see, I calculate my spending, so I will rank next time. So now I'm looking like I could be stronger than some of these people around, right? But they have, you know, they're already, Sato is a spender a bit, he's very good, he's already fire, you know. So I used to be ahead of some of these players, but they have their bags empty, mine is full. And I'm not like competing. Like Pelo is doing well as well. Like these guys are doing well. Like Dick Hertz is really, really strong. So yeah, so I'm not caring a lot about competing with my teammates. Like, you know, we are strong enough. If I have a level 6 troop, it's good enough for the battle. And then what I care as well is my personal progression at the same time. That's why I'm aiming to get 2 heroes. So the wheel next time is a Lancer hero, so it will replace my Nora. And the infantry hero in Gen 6 is bad, so either I skip Gen 6 with the mythic shard to get the marksman hero, because I already got Generation 4 Lin and Generation 5 Gwen. Yeah, but I want the really raw. I want to rank. For that, what else? Well, that's it for today. Yeah, I'm trying to teach you how to play smart, effectively. I hope it is helpful. I wish you a very good day. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.